Hi everyone. I'm so sorry for being gone for such a long time, but we were focusing on some crazy stuff going on, and I just haven't had time to edit these vlogs. But now I'm kind of catching up to everything. So this is our Tokyo DisneySea vlog. So I'm going to kind of go over and show you what the hotel is all about first. So this is the atrium. When you first walk into the hotel, this is what you see. It is gorgeous. This hotel just in general is gorgeous. This is an in the theme park hotel, so you are able to stay in the theme park. So these were the rooms up there that were actually linked to the atrium. We stayed in another side of the actual hotel because we actually stayed in a theme park view room, which was something I would spring for every single time I went to Tokyo Disney because it was that amazing. So this hotel was very interesting. Those brown doors on the left was actually a smoking room, so you could smoke. And then we went up to our room. So this is where we actually got to head into our room and check it out. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? It is absolutely beautiful. So as in true Disney fashion, it is extremely gorgeous. It's very Victorian. It's very classy. It's very just regal. And that's one thing that I think that they tried to really do with Tokyo DisneySea, and it's beautiful. It's kind of that like Renaissance era travel type of the Adventurers Club. So, and you know me, and I love the Adventurers Club, so that's really cool that it was kind of all tied into the SEA Adventurers Club, that very regal posh whatnot. But this was just such a cute room. The tapestries were super cute. I absolutely love them, and just in general the room was just very, very nice. So this hotel is called Tokyo DisneySea Hotel Mira Costa, and we did have a theme park view. So we did have an actual view of the canals, so we could wake up every single morning and sit out on our balcony and just open up the windows, basically. I don't think we actually sat up there, but I did sit there and drink some Theraflu. I was so sick during this whole entire time. That's why I didn't film as much as I should have. So this was really nice for being sick. I love Japanese bathrooms. This was very helpful. I took a bath almost every single day. It had, there I am, hi. I don't look very happy, but I probably was like dying because I was so sick. Of course, you have a water closet with a toilet that was separate from the actual tub area. So after we checked in, we actually went to Ikspiari, which is like their downtown Disney, but it's like a gajillion times better because everything Japan does is 10 times better than we do. But it was actually fantastic, and we ate at Rainforest Cafe. So the next day we actually went to Tokyo DisneySea because we just had a little bit of time to kind of check in and relax. And Tokyo DisneySea is absolutely fantastic. It is something I barely even filmed because it was so amazing. This attraction right here that you're seeing is called Aquatopia. Why can't we have this in the parks? It is absolutely amazing. It's basically like bumper boats, but it's not because it's all done by magnets. So cool. And then this was their like train, basically. So it got you from kind of the Aquatopia area. So it was more like of a futuristic, more steampunky feel to a very seaside, maybe New York type of feel. So it was very, very cool that it went into one to another. So you can kind of see their quote-unquote Queen Mary. It looks very similar. It looks like it's under construction there, and I think it was this, and also the volcano was under construction. So that was a bummer, but whatever. It was really fun. We got to see everything. Right there you can see Mr. Hightower's little hotel and his building right there. This is the canal area, so we did not get to actually do any of the canal features because we just were so stretched thin. I mean, we had 3 days and it just was not enough. But this was really cool, and our room is up there in the upper right hand corner, so that was very neat to kind of look up and be like, that's where our room is. So very, very cool to have a room in the park. Of course, we had to go to Journey at the Center of the Earth, Journey at the Center of the Earth, whatever. But it was the best ride I've ever been. It was one of those rides where you were like, okay, yeah, this is really cool. This is neat. This is kind of like an ET from Universal vibe. And then you were like, wait a minute, what's going on? And then you were like, oh my gosh, plot twist. And it just kept going. And it was just absolutely so cool. So we loved this, and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was really, really neat as well. This whole entire area, Mysterious Island, is the theme song for this. I'm sorry, I will not sing anymore, but that's the theme song. There is a theme song for this in particular area, and it's so cool. So we then head over to Agrabah area, and this was so cool. Jason loves Agrabah, and so this was very cool for him to kind of explore. But Sinbad's Storybook Voyage, the best ride ever. Look at this. I'm so sorry, it's just from my cell phone video, but this is my favorite ride in the whole entire world. It was so cute. Shandu is such a cute little tiger. It was so cute. And so then we went over to the kind of more like Indiana Jones area. We did eventually ride Indiana Jones, which was cool. We rode the roller coaster there. I'm sorry, I don't remember any of the names of this. And then this was actually Arrow's Grotto area. So it was very, very interactive. You could walk through it. There were mirrors, there was stuff that happened, and that was really cool. I wish that we had something like this in the parks. Little Mermaid is something that is truly loved in America, I think, and I think that they missed the mark on this because it was really cool to kind of go and see what it would be like under the sea, but of course being able to breathe, because that's important. So after we hit up the Arabian coast, Mermaid Lagoon, and the Lost River Delta, so those are the names for the three areas that we went to over here, we took this boat that we got on in the Lost River Delta, and it took us through Mysterious Island, which was really cool. So you're going to see it once we get past this right here. It just was a cool transition. Like, everything just had a really fantastic transition. It was all really cool to see how they built this park into itself and made it so it was just flawless. Like, there was no part where you were like, okay, this is weird, I'm walking from space to, Frontierland. Like, it is, you're walking and you're like, okay, I can understand, like, the rock changes, the sounds change, the textures of things. Like, this was a completely Imagineered park, and that is totally shows, it's totally true, and I absolutely love it. So you can kind of see how beautiful it was and how everything just kind of looks like that Jules Verne-esque. This was that Mysterious Island, so we're journeying to the center of the earth, and then 20,000 leagues, and then you pop out and you're kind of in more of a medieval, yet looking on your very Mediterranean harbor, I guess is what they call it. But nothing looks like out of place, which is really cool. This is the Fortress area, so this was an actual SEA tie-in. So Society of Explorers and Adventurers, but it's not like the Japanese people over there don't understand as much as we do here in America, and the Adventurers Club tie-ins and whatnot. So it was kind of cool to go around, and there was just so much to see with that. Their logos were everywhere. You could tell the Imagineers really had fun with that, and I wish that would make its way to the parks, because this was one of the coolest things. It was actually a scavenger hunt, so you got like a piece of paper, and it said where to go, and you had to go around and try and find the different things. So like each thing that you're kind of seeing right now is part of the scavenger hunt. This was like one of the ending parts, so it did like a little thing, so you could see that you could turn on the water, and like a little thing would happen up here, the boats would move. That was the piece of paper right there, but it was all in Japanese, so we couldn't really, we struggled through it. It wasn't something we could finish, and we just ended up kind of struggling through it and just being done with it. But it was super, super cool to see. This is really like, it's an homage to all the travelers in the world who have explored, of course, all over the place. It was just really, really neat. Something that you just don't see in a Disney park. The attention to detail was fantastic. So I highly suggest doing this. We also ate at Magellan's, which is a restaurant there in the Fortress area, which has a secret dining room, which we did eat in, and it was so cool. I really think that Disney misses the mark on the US parks just because this is such an intricate thing. It's original. It's not something that is IP driven. And I think that that's what people are attracted to. No wonder so many people travel to Tokyo. Absolutely, there's IP in the park, but there's enough to kind of, dilute it and kind of make it more interesting, because you're like, this is something that I'll never see in another park ever again. And that's what makes Disney, But I gotta give it to him. This park was absolutely amazing. The attention to detail, the cast members, everything was just so amazing and so cool. So after we kind of explored this area, we did go over and ride their Tower of Terror, which is of course SEA themed. So everything tied into it itself, and that was really, really neat. After that, we kind of just hung out around the park, kind of explored some more, ate, and we went to sleep to get ready for Tokyo Disneyland the next day. Thank you so much for watching this. I'm so sorry for the delay in getting this to y'all, but keep on the lookout for a Tokyo Disneyland vlog and also a Japan vlog, and then anything else that is to come. Anyways, adventure on, my friends.